have a reason to come back, either to defend his legacy, which is something that he will always take with him into the Hall of Fame, regardless if he's been beaten at WrestleMania or not. His legacy is certainly an unmatchable legacy, and certainly an impenetrable legacy that you can't take away from The Undertaker, because he's beaten everybody at least once. I mean, let's face the reality of his streak coming to an end at WrestleMania. He's beaten everybody he's faced at least once, from Triple H to Stone Cold Steve Austin. For or for not championships, he's always found a way of beating someone at least once, even though they've gotten one over on The Undertaker, with his loss column having very few blemishes in it. Even though they've always managed to get one over on The Undertaker from 91 to at least 1998, with victories coming at the hands of Vader or Stone Cold Steve Austin from SummerSlam 98 and Royal Rumble 97, which are two distinctive losses The Undertaker suffered in his career that I will never forget. Mankind was another one in June of 1996, when he introduced the hold that was first originated by Dr. Sam Shepard, the mandible claw that put The Undertaker down and believed to have ended The Undertaker's career, which was not the case, obviously, as early as 96, 5 years into his run, after re-debuting the hold that was originated by Dr. Sam Shepard, the mandible claw. But the thing is, The Undertaker's had very few losses in his career, and I think that he can go out pleased with his accomplishments. If there ever was someone who has had his legacy established and truly is defined as one of the greatest of all time, it certainly is him. Now, I said this in a quote that I used for one of the write-ups that I did for In This Corner with Jonathan Clarke, talking about The Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak. I quoted by saying, I'm going to quote myself from the column, I said that I truly believe The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak is something that he should take with him when he's inducted into the Hall of Fame and eventually retires. That is a quote that comes directly from my column. I believe that he should have taken his WrestleMania streak with him when he eventually retires, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that will concur with what I've said about The Undertaker's streak in the months leading up to his opponent this year at WrestleMania, the actual match, and the predictions that I made originally. If you can remember, on this radio show I predicted The Undertaker was going to get one over on Brock Lesnar, because The Undertaker had never defeated Brock Lesnar, and obviously that's the way it's going to remain, even though I believed The Undertaker was going to take his streak with him when he eventually retired from professional wrestling, which is not the case. I thought The Undertaker was going to go from losing 3 previous times to Brock Lesnar to going 1-3 against Brock Lesnar, and I was really giving The Undertaker the benefit of the doubt, just as many wrestling fans were giving Daniel Bryan the benefit of the doubt for becoming World Heavyweight Champion and defeating Triple H, which I did, joining millions of other Daniel Bryan fans and supporters. But I refused to give Brock Lesnar the benefit of the doubt, because yes, I am a die-hard Undertaker fan. I always have been a die-hard Undertaker fan, because here's the thing. The Undertaker, undeniably, unquestionably, without there being a shadow of a doubt in anyone's mind, is one of the top 5 greatest wrestlers of all time. He was always up there in the top 10 of the PWI 500 in the 1990s, and he always was considered one of the top 5 greatest wrestlers of all time, if not the, underlining the and putting it in quotations, the greatest wrestler of all time. He certainly was one of the top 5. He's in the same category of a Rock, a Stone Cold Steve Austin, or a Hulk Hogan any day, because he's beaten 3 of them on many different occasions. He's beaten Hulk Hogan on more than one occasion. He's beaten Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock at least once, even though they've been given the benefit of the doubt and gotten one over on The Undertaker. But I do agree with what some wrestling fans were saying after the fallout of WrestleMania 30 was known by millions of wrestling fans. A lot of fans believed they should have utilized a bigger star to end The Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania. They should have brought in a bigger star like Sting, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, and I agreed with that. Even though the condition of these legends are in question, especially Hulk Hogan's condition, I really agreed with it, and I really agreed with The Rock versus The Undertaker. That was what I was hoping for, the career of The Rock up against the streak of The Undertaker, because we would have seen one superstar go out in a blaze of glory, and that's the way The Undertaker should have went out, not with a concussion and 3 F5s. Yes, it added a lot of unpredictability to the match, and it really put the drama of the match over the top with the 3 F5s, and especially the concussion, and how The Undertaker left for the hospital with Vince McMahon, and how everybody showed respect for The Undertaker at the end of the match. I really felt it added a lot of drama to the match, but it really emphasized on the emotion. The emotion that went behind it was a little bit too much for me as a wrestling fan, and I really disagreed with how the emotion was really put over the top and how we had so much drama even before the match actually happened at WrestleMania. Yes, it was worthy of being the WrestleMania main event for the highlights the match gave us. I mean, there were an endless number of highlights: the 3 F5s, the attempts of the tombstone by The Undertaker, the choke slams, the application of the Hell's Gate, The Undertaker fighting under the Kimura lock. We saw all that in the match, which we expected to see, but we didn't expect, there were more fans that didn't expect to see Brock Brock Lesnar get over on The Undertaker, which didn't surprise me at all, and that really surprised a lot of wrestling fans, took them off guard. And if you were someone who was taken off guard, we want your comments on it. How did you feel about it? There were a lot of fans who wanted to see Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. When I asked what was your prediction for an opponent for The Undertaker earlier this year on my YouTube channel, a lot of you wanted to see Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Some of you wanted to see Brock Lesnar and The Rock at WrestleMania. Some of you wanted to see The Rock and The Undertaker. There were a lot of predictions that you guys made for WrestleMania, not just for the Undertaker match, but there were a lot that came in on this YouTube channel, and a lot of you wanted to see Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Now that you got what you wanted, after preaching about it and reading so many rumors, are you happy with the results and the aftermath of this match, with The Undertaker's future in the WWE and return now in question? It's one of the top headlines on our website. It's up for discussion in our forum on our website, and I want your opinion on it. But given everything that's happened in the life of The Undertaker in the last 2 years at least, the death of Paul Bearer, his very close friend who had a love for the business, a passion for it, unlike any other manager or any other personality in the wrestling industry, given the condition of The Undertaker, how he wrestles only once a year every year at WrestleMania, up to going 21-1 at WrestleMania. I just think how it was WrestleMania 30 was a big factor in making the decision to have The Undertaker streak unfortunately end at WrestleMania, but I don't think we have seen the last of The Undertaker. And even if we have, next year when he goes into the Hall of Fame, which is the earliest time he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, obviously he'll be the biggest one inducted by someone like Kane or a member of his family or someone he's worked close with over the years like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, or The Rock. It's got to be one of those 4 or 5 suggestions there that will induct The Undertaker and give him that distinction. Even if he does go into the Hall of Fame next year, there is no denying the fact that he is definitely, without arguing, one of the top 5 greatest wrestlers of all time, as I said here earlier, if not the. So we invite you to join us on our Facebook page, get in on the conversation, as I mentioned here earlier. We have a lot of new subscribers on our Facebook page. A few of you have subscribed. We thank you so much for joining the over 1,000 who have already gotten in on the conversation. If you are someone who has not, you can subscribe to our podcast live at EGW Entertainment, where we stream our show, which is now available for you, as I just mentioned, in podcast format. You can follow our show on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke1 with over 24,000 tweets, with over 1,000 videos, including this recent look at The Undertaker's loss at WrestleMania. Very shocked and disturbed, more shocked than disturbed, I should say, over The Undertaker losing his streak finally after 21 years, over 2 decades. That's a long fucking time. And Harley Race said something really interesting for a Triple H Undertaker video package. I think it was for WrestleMania 27. He said that if luck had anything to do with it, I've interviewed Harley Race many times, luck would have ran out a long time ago. And I think truer words have never been spoken when you put into perspective the streak of The Undertaker and just how infamous it really is. Again, he said if luck had anything to do with it, luck would have ran out a long time ago. Words of the legendary Harley Race, the innovator of the high knee, if you ever wonder where Triple H got it from. Now, as I mentioned here earlier on the show, before we get out of here, I made a lot of application updates to our mobile app. You can download it from the App Store, and the cool thing about this app is you can download it for Google Play, you can download it for your Android phone, and you can download it, as I mentioned, off our official website, in addition to the App Store, where it is available for free download if you have a subscription to the App Store. A lot of modifications have been made to the app. We've added a new background of our logo. We've added a couple of new features to the app, and I'm going to tell you what those features are right now in case you don't already know and you haven't downloaded an updated copy of our app. The updated copy of our app is available at the App Store and on our official website. We've launched an actual website for this app, which tracks the progression of the app, and you can track our website more effectively than ever before with links to our YouTube channel with our over 1,000 videos we uploaded for you. You can comment on our videos through the app, and you can actually follow our show now on Twitter. Our show archives and our news tweets, which are posted directly on our Twitter every half an hour from our website's RSS news feed. In addition to that, we've linked up our RSS feed, which updates every half an hour for you on social media and the mobile app if you've downloaded it for your phone. It's available for Apple phones, Android phones, Google Play. It's available for everything. You can download it on iTunes and the App Store. It's so much fun for everybody. There's an automatic call button if you want to call me to get in touch with me to discuss a personal matter or a business matter. That links you directly to my personal phone number, and there's an email button on our app as well. So there are so many new things you can check out on our app. In addition to that, our RSS news feed is also there, which updates every half an hour. So make sure you download it. Again, you can download it for Android phones, Apple phones. You can download it for your iTunes. You can download it for your phone, any phone really, and it's available for free if you have a subscription to the App Store. And if you haven't downloaded an updated copy of our app, it is available on our website. As I mentioned, we have an official website for the actual app itself linked up to our website, and I'll be linking it up to our Facebook page in the next couple of days. In addition to that, I've made a lot of updates on our official website, including installing a news ticker, which updates every 10 seconds with the latest news headlines coming from our RSS news feed on our website. You'll find that at the front of our website, so make sure you check that out to get more efficient news updates faster than ever before. And I've also installed a new audio player with archives of our radio show in our radio form on our website, with up to 5 to 6 audio commentaries to a time every time it's updated from the official audio archives in the radio form of our website. That player was inactive for a while. In addition to that, I've kept the cloud audio player, which archives one featured audio archive for our Facebook page, but the 5 to 6 audio player archiving was inactive for a while, and I'm pleased to announce that it's back now, in addition to the updates of our mobile app, which you can download an updated copy of from the App Store, and also updates made to a lot of things on our website, so make sure you check all of it out. If you have any inquiries or any questions, you can email me at JonathanClarke2005, my personal email address, or the email address on the website at hgwwrestling@hotmail.com if you have any questions on any of our recent updates. And I have a lot more updates coming in the next couple of weeks, including a website banner which you can make clickable for your website to contribute to advertising HGW Entertainment. In addition to that, you can download our toolbar, which links you directly up to our website. We have a screensaver. We have so much stuff, wallpaper, everything on our website. It'd take me hours to run down through everything our website offers now. And as I mentioned, we have a new ticker which we've recently installed here on our website for you to check out. We have an audio player now with archives of our radio show. We are available now in podcast format from FeedBurner and Podnova. If you have not signed up for that, make sure you do and get in on the conversation and sign up for our forum on our official website and subscribe to us on social media, where we have a few new people listening to us, joining the over 1,300 fans, what we're up to now. The same amount of fans listening to us on Facebook as we do have YouTube